Hello, YouTube, people of the YouTube world. Hope this works. Just let me know if the sound is okay and the picture and stuff like that. So I see that there's two in sort of in the studio area, I guess that this is called. So yeah, welcome to today's live stream of sorts. When I've done this before, when I get a big box of records for the shop, both filling orders but also records for the stock. I have done a live opening, sort of an unboxing of sorts. So I haven't looked in the box. I know what is coming, but just I have like a sheet that I go through. But I haven't touched them. I haven't sort of held them in my hand and looked at the colors and stuff like that. So we will all experience this together for the first time. So 6 in the watching the live stream. I'll wait a little bit until I start really rambling about records so that enough people have the time to get here. I'm gonna drink beer because this is sort of like a little bit like Christmas, opening records, talking about records, just nerding about music. So I'm gonna drink a Christmas IPA. I never had this before. I'm a huge beer buff, so it's gonna be awesome to check this out. Pretty light for being a Christmas beer. Yeah. So if you have anything to drink, please join me. Yeah, that was good. Swedish Train Station Brewery. Okay, 8. Please, anyone, whoever you are, just write something so I know that the comments work. Then you don't have to write anything more. I actually want to start off by talking about 2 records before we go into the unboxing thing. I'd like to talk about especially 2 records that is up in the shop. You can pre-order one and order one. It's new ones for me, but they've been out for a while. Then I want to show the last month, the November releases from Guersion before we do the unboxing, because the unboxing is from Guersion. But that doesn't mean that there is only Guersion records. You will see. So first off, I've been promoting this pretty intensely the last couple of days because I think that it's a brilliant record. I think that the series is going to be awesome and very interesting to follow. And I know one of the guys playing also. So I love this. This is the Awesome Machine. It's Ugly or Nothing. This was released in 2000. I think 2000. Yeah, 2000. And it was released on vinyl, but mainly CD, if I understood correctly. This edition will come with printed in a sleeve and on gold vinyl. They have printed 300 copies of this, and 260 is already booked in the States. And I have started to sell this. I think I'm up with 10 copies, something like that, pre-order. So if you want this, I think that 26 came to Sweden. So if you want this and you live in Sweden or Europe for that matter, just hook me up and we'll find a deal. Now this is going to be released in January. And it's part of the Ripple Music's Beneath the Desert Floor. And this is chapter 1. So Ripple Music, they release, I have very little knowledge about them, but they release heavy sort of stoner rock music and heavy metal or heavy rock. The Awesome Machine is one of the pillars of Swedish or Scandinavian stoner rock back in the day in 2000s. So they are digging up sort of hidden masterpieces. Is that the word for it? And the Swedish Awesome Machine is the first one to get this treatment. With an OB strip gold vinyl, as I said, great release. So I have the honors to have this record already in my hands. I've played it many times already. It sounds great. It's very heavy. And stoner rock for all you that watches me. Otherwise, I know I'm not like, I don't listen to much new music, but when it's this good, I can't help myself. Awesome. Great to promote that. Check it out. Let's see here. Christopher. Hey, Christopher. Let's see here. Se på Newcastle and Skellefteå samtidigt. 3 skärmar. Okay, so he's watching Newcastle football and Skellefteå, I guess, hockey. And this. So I wonder which one gets the sound. I can say anything and he's just having football sounds. Okay. Moving on. The next one I want to talk about is a completely new discovery for me. This was released, I think, 2022. And I knew about it. I had it on my want list, limited to 300 copies. But there is very little information of it. And there is just one sound sample online on YouTube. So I didn't know how it sounded. And I have talked with this guy for a long time. His name is Jens Unosson. He has a web shop. Or a site, and he was in a famous band's progressive band that I completely forgot the name of now. Back in like, I think 20 years ago, maybe something like that. They have released a lot of records. It's not too long since they released their last and final one. So he has done an acid folk record on his almost like on his own with this guy over here playing on it also, but almost like on his own. It's very earth, very down to earth sort of, but well produced, like great musicianship, and it's very sort of mellow and I wouldn't say depressing because there is a finesse to this. So it's not depressing, but it's that sort of bleakness or moodiness like Nick Cave or Josh T. Pearson. I listened to this twice yesterday. It's a fantastic record. It reminds me of Jackson C. Frank. I get chills like I did when I listened to Skip Spence the first time. Great one. I mean, maybe there's music like this out there, or maybe there are. I am certain that they are. But I don't listen too much new music. So when I get exposed for something like this, my jaw is dropped. So yeah, Jens Unosson, great one. Check it out. And Jens also sent me 2 records to put up in shop. I listened to this. Also, this is by the band. Let's see here. Just paid the invoice, so I should know. PSP, maybe Cowboy Cathedral. This is labeled as psychedelic krautrock, and yeah, maybe, yeah, it sounds a little bit like that. It's not consistent all the way through. Like there are electronic parts and there are doomy, almost ambient parts with a psychedelic touch to it all the way through. It doesn't sound like a Swedish record at all. This is Germany, maybe start of the 80s. More of that sort of sound to it. But as I said, with a psychedelic touch to it. And the last one, which has nothing to do with Jens. Jens is playing on this. So Jens and another guy that was in that famous pro group that I can't remember. Yeah, Spacious Mind. Thank you so much, Christopher. Exactly. He's still in Spacious Mind. Okay, thank you. Hi, Jörgen from Sundsvall. And yeah, Jonas. Hi. Hello. Tobbe from Awesome Machine. Good evening from Göteborg. awesome that you could join. Yeah, the last one that Jens also sent me to that he distributes. So I'm gonna put this up in the shop also. Is Rustic Hinge and the Provincial Swimmers. I mean the cover artwork is just fantastic. This is great. It was released as a 3 LP set, but I couldn't really understand what the third LP was. It was something like hand drawn or whatever. And if I understood correctly, this was recorded in the 70s by guys from Arthur Brown and was shelved or something like that. It starts off with the first track taking up the entire first side, called instrumental version of Tea on the Lawn 43. 24 minutes long, and that's the only thing that I've listened to yesterday, so I still have 3 sides to go, but it's psychedelic, it's progressive, definitely progressive, on the verge of being avant-garde. I read somewhere that it has the Captain Beefheart leanings, but without the psycho tendencies, like he didn't, or they didn't make themselves do this, but it sounds a little bit like Kraus Mosque Replica at times. I can agree with that, the first song. Okay, cheers again. If you're late to this, I drink a IPA, Christmas IPA. Cheers, cheers. So yeah, if you new just logged on, I'm going to unbox a huge, like 20 kilo box that I got from Guernsey today. So I haven't seen them, I haven't opened them yet. We are going to experience opening this together for the first time. Now I know which records I've ordered them, so I know, but I haven't sort of seen the colors and stuff like that, color variations. And before we go into that box, last month, the November releases of Guernsey, I still have some in stock if you are in need. I ordered 5 of each color, which Guernsey doesn't really like you to do because they sell them. They sell out without being a wholesale product. So they only want to sell the black versions as wholesale. But I managed to secure 5 of each to us, especially in Sweden, because they often run out pretty fast. And I still have colored copies left. So this has been sold out for a while. I think I have 1 or 2 left of Magic Ship colored version of this. This, I said in a video that this was my least favorite, but this is going to be my favorite of the releases from November because it's so good. Sabatis or Sabatis or something like that. Numbered colored edition. I think I have 3 left of that one. And last but not least, I think I have 1 left of this. This is the one that sold the best. Pulse, also numbered colored edition, gatefold. Really good. So yeah, let's get into the unboxing, shall we? Okay. Got a glimpse of my mysbyxor. It's evening here in Sweden, so you have to excuse me. I've been working all day. Coming home, just put my kid to sleep and filming this. So I'm a little bit tired, but this is awesome. Let's see here. How am I going to? Like, okay. Fuck. Wait a minute. Oh shit. Okay, we got one. Woo! So they pack their stuff in, and I'm going to do a video about this because now some months in as a record seller with new records, getting records from like a pretty good batch of distributors. I have some experience. I got some experience now, and I have to say that Guernsey is the best one to just have anything to do with when it comes to the distributors. Not only with the quality of the records, with the pricing, with the communication, the site, packaging, and shipping. They are just like 11 out of 10 on all those points. I mean, I work like 5 days a week. I work in an ordinary job. So most of the things I do on the weekends. And I don't expect Anthony to send me answers or taking up orders on the weekend. But we have chatted like 11, 12 o'clock on a Saturday night. Like they are always working. Insane. So yeah, some questions. Let's see here. Hi, Dimitri. Hello from Boston. Cool. I like your channel. We have a similar taste in music. Yeah, the best music in the world. Well, put my kid to sleep. Sounds illegal. Yeah, yeah, and she is really sleeping now, like hard. Okay, it's been a lot of good releases lately before the Christmas, probably. Yes, that's true. I just put in an order today at one of the distributors of the pre-orders coming up like 2 or 3 weeks now, and it's insane. There's so much good stuff coming in. So I hope they keep up but they do quality control so they don't just toss out, especially when it comes to the audiophile pressings. I feel like the tolerance level is a little bit lower. So when you get like warped records or seam splits and stuff like that, and you shell out like 80-90 euro for a record, it should be like flawless, and many times it's not. They are in a hurry. Okay, let's talk about records. This is a record that I stocked up on. I've sold some of this. I have a reissue myself in my own collection, but this is one of those classics. This is gonna sell. So I just thought that I'll take one to the stock so that I can send it right away if someone buys it. I don't know if you can see, but they put in like spacers inside of spacers, which is so damn cool because you can run this over a train and anything won't happen to it. This is how they This is how they pack the big box with these sturdy sort of I don't know what the English word for it is, but yeah, making sure that they come in one piece. So this is for an order. Someone ordered this, I don't know who, and I don't know about the music. So Pluto, I'm going to read up on that one. So putting that over there. This is also one that someone ordered. And I thought of buying a copy of this myself because it looked really intriguing. I read something about it, but it was a little bit expensive, so I don't think I did. And I didn't stock up on this also. Does anyone know about this? Cosmos Factory has a Japanese obi. Maybe a Japanese press. Took a while, I think, to get here. Maybe someone knows. Nice interview in DJ 50 Spend. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was so cool. Like I've been listening to, and I've been a fan for so many years of that podcast, a Swedish podcast that plays just like cheap records, 5 really cheap records. And I've been a fan for so long, and so many people that I super admire has been on that show. So getting the opportunity to be a guest in that was a little bit of a dream come true for a nerd like me. So yeah, thank you again. Yeah, Pluto is essential. Tobbe knows his shit, and if he says that it's essential, then it is. I have to listen to it. Sounds cool. Japanese prog. Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. As I said, it was a little bit more expensive, so I didn't stock up on it. I don't think so anyway. Cool. Okay, so now we dig into the December releases of uh, of Guercian. This is the first one. So let's see here. I did like the last time. I ordered 5 of each color just to immediately secure colored versions. They are a little bit more expensive from Guercian's wholesale page, but I feel that it's worth it because they sell out pretty fast. And I haven't sold one. So I have 5 copies, and I'm going to keep one of each, so 4 copies. And I'm going to play them, and I'm going to review them in upcoming video. But this is the first one, John Sant Field Control. And I've had this, like, I've had my finger over the buy button so many times on the original press of this, which is not cheap, but it's not super duper like unattainable, but it's such a great record. So yeah, and this is limited edition colored vinyl, psychedelic progressive folk rock masterpiece from 1971, recorded in London by St. John Field and Jackie Leven of Doll by Doll fame. So yeah, now here comes the problem. I love when Guercian does their obi strips and have the sort of the numbers and all the information on the obi, because when I rip the plastic of this is going to follow. So yeah, I have to talk with Anthony on that one. I can live without the information sticker, but this is the thing that makes this unique, and it's going to go away. So that's a shame. Okay, if you want to see the gatefold, here is it without the number. So I sold one. I did like this. I started last month. I took all the releases, like three of the records, and I put them in a bundle. And I can put down the price a little bit, but not much, but a little bit, because people were buying all 3. So I thought, like, maybe I could do a bundle of all 3. But the black versions, because those are the cheapest ones. And I sold one of those, so I have one black. All the others are the numbered colored editions. So yeah, great one. Number 100 of 100. That's pretty cool. Maybe I'll keep that one myself. 93. And yeah, and the last one, 99, Gretzky. Okay, so if anyone knows about that record, please let me know. I love it. Put sticker on the plastic sleeve. Yes, great suggestion, Christopher. Great suggestion. I did that before, but now a decade later, I noticed that soon I have to replace a lot of my plastic sleeves, and the stickers is also sort of deteriorating. Is that the word for it? Like the plastic is going away, something like that. So Obi would be a better choice, in my opinion, if you are doing something like this. I think that I will cut this out and have it inside the sleeve. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Very nice. Yeah. Supersonic. Hi. Welcome. The one was one of the favorites in the Cora books. That one was one of the favorites. Yes. I have them over there. Maybe I first noticed that through one of the Cora books. Maybe. Okay, moving on. Okay, someone ordered this. Maybe it was Tobbe. I'm outing you now. Sorry for that. Because I don't think that I stocked up on this one. I don't know how it sounds, what it is. Celebrating 20 years. Anacitist Records. Anicitis Records, yeah. Ash Hollow. Man, I feel old. Like, oh, what is this? 1976. maybe one of the other guys ordered that. I'll put it there. And this, I stocked up on this one. I'm all out of Morgan. I have one copy myself, but that I bought when I started ordering from Guerchan. But this is one of the essentials, isn't it? This is so damn good. US Heavy Psych masterpiece from '69, original gatefold artwork, repro of the elusive poster insert, new color insert with cool photos, and audiophile restoration remastering by someone. Just insane. They do everything right. And I've also noticed that when I have customers that buy a lot, these boxes are pretty good for sending like a lot of records in. What I do is I take these and I do so they fit to do it even sturdier. Cheers. 26 minutes in already. Shit, I'm sorry. Again, this is on each side because they don't want people to sending their records back because they are warped or seam split or anything like that, you know. No one wants that. It's just a hassle for everyone. Okay, next one. And if I have the time and if you feel like it, I will end this video by showing some of the records I have in stock because I have them in crates here. So if you want to see it, even more records and talk about records, then we'll continue this after the unboxing. Cool. This was, I mean, I think that everyone is having the most anticipation of this. And I think that Tobbe here has an original because I think that he snagged one just before all of our eyes. This is Art Gallery, Dartwoods. I think he only released one record. I don't know how it was with the singles and stuff like that. And here we got an Obi strip. Yay! So yeah, limited turquoise vinyl, not numbered, but it's the colored version. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe there's more. There's the turquoise, and the black versions have a red Obi. That's awesome. I didn't see the promotion material having the red and the blue Obi. So that's awesome. Really nice. Nice looking. I love the logo that the Art Gallery had. So yeah, garage rock classic in the sort of collector's circuits. And this one I think is going to be a lot of people's favorites because many of the customers that I have are heavy psych and heavy rock fans, and I think that this is the most heavy rock of the November releases. Blue Max limited edition, so cool hard rock proto metal by the Teenage Power Group from Nova Scotia. Original release 1977 as a private edition of 1,000 copies for promo purposes. I think it was this record that it's not like it's an expensive record. Like if you want the original, it's an expensive record, but it's not like, you know, one acetate, you will never get it kind of expensive. So it would be pretty cool to have an original press of this. And I almost like the backside better than the front, but this is a cool cover. So I've listened to this digitally. It sounds really great. It's going to be awesome to experience it on vinyl. And again, sticker, limited, colored version, numbered editions. Yeah, great. I had some orders on already existing stock. So my job gets really easy when people are buying stuff I already have in stock because I just have to pack them and send them off. So when they do, I send an email, just an email to Anthony, and he sends the same records the next time. This is Form. You all know that. Classic. Really, really good. This is one of the surprises of this year that I never knew about, and it's just great. It's just fantastic. The Flows, Greatest Hits, one of the holy grails of US heavy cycle original release 1972 as a private pressing. This, if you haven't heard this, do yourself a favor and check it out. It's insane. And the same goes with this. Also one that I had no idea about. And I have to be honest, I wasn't that intrigued when I saw the artwork. I thought it would be like a little bit of a, I don't know, country touch to it, like a very sort of a decent Allman Brothers, something like that. I couldn't be more wrong. Heavy power trio from Indiana who involved from Garage Psych band Hickory Wind. So yeah, great one. Stocking up on that also. Black version of this, unnumbered. Cool. I think that's also, yeah, the package. And Christopher. And this is actually the last copy of Christopher. I managed to sell one too many. So my own copy is going out. Unplayed copy. I haven't played it yet. I bought it, put it in my shelf there, so I was going to play it because I wanted to secure it in my own collection before it sells out. And I sold two, and they only had one to send. So mine is going to a great home. So yeah, great one. Let's see here. Last two before the last box. Again, stocking up on some of the best ones from this year. Crystal. I think that this is a reissue of something that they released like a handful of years ago that I had no idea about. Stunning Private Press album from 1975. Yes, this is a monster. And this was also one that got sold that I had in stock. Haymarket Square. Again, insanely good. So good. So I say that on all the releases, but obviously there are Gershon releases that is not really my cup of tea. But I'm not stocking up of them on them. I tend to buy the music and stocking up on the music that I really, really love. I don't know why, because maybe I would sell more records if I bought the stuff that other people like. Yeah, cheers. Just feels nicer to have great music that I think is great music. Stunt Rock Confusion. Hi. Awesome that you are popping in. How are you? Christopher is great. Yeah, Christopher is great. Comes from Christopher. So yes, everybody needs a Blue Max. It's classic. Cool. Will Tetoria Kriget ever get reissued? Such a classic. Well, I think that Tetoria Kriget, didn't they sort of release new material not too long ago, like 10 years ago, 15 or something like that? There are a famous one from like 70s maybe. I don't have it. I don't think that I've really had a good listen to it. I've never prioritized it, but it's not that expensive. And I think it's pretty like you can get it used, but it would be nice to see a reissue of it. Yeah, okay. Last one. Let's see here. I love this. Like, what did you do this last evening? Looked at a guy who showed records. Talked about obscure psychedelic music. I've stopped playing records or like music at all at my job. It's just there's no point really. Yeah, this is cool. This is going to a great home. I actually missed the opportunity to snag one of these myself. This is Kestrel or Kestrel or Kestrel. I don't know how to pronounce that. This is remastered from the original master tape by Kevin Gray at Coherent Sound. A prog masterpiece, some say. I don't know because I've never listened to it. But there's a lot of words about it. And actually, I took a chance because it was sold out on version. It was sold out everywhere. And a guy was asking me if I could get my hands on it. So I sent an email to Anthony in Gershon and begged him to see if he had any left. And he did. So he had one that wasn't put up on his shop. So that was awesome. But now they are gone. And this is already starting to go up in price on Discogs. But it's going to a great home. Yeah, Igor. So Lost Tape live in 1970. I think maybe he only had one. I can't remember. Like I think someone bought this. Why didn't I get my own? Okay. 1970s UK heavy rock, fully restored and remastered version of proto metal Enigma's Street. Two recently unearthed Igor tracks from the same 1970 live sessions as Street. Igor's full story and photographic history. 20 minutes of unreeling proto metal magic on a 45 RPM 12-inch EP. So there you go. And it's by these guys, and they are called, I've talked with them like the past 2 weeks. Ancient Greece Records. Great guys. But yeah, I don't know if I'll import directly from them because you have to, they don't have that many records in their sort of inventory. And as all wholesale sort of distributors, you have to put in a special like amount, like 200 or 250 or 300, 400 euro in one order if they are going to send at all. And if you only have like 3 releases that is interesting, then I have to buy like 10 of each, and I don't think that I'll sell them as fast, so I don't want to tie up the money. Struggles. Yeah, this was great. I actually took a copy for myself also. It's going to be awesome to listen to this. This is Invasion by Pussy, 70s hard rock. This is from Lion, the same, I might be wrong here, but the same reissue label that gave us through Truth and Janie. I think so. Anyway, Pussy, managed and produced by Ian Gillan, Deep Purple, was formed from the ashes of British band Jerusalem. And we all love Jerusalem, don't we? So it's the unreleased second Jerusalem album. Cool retro artwork. It's going to be great to listen to this. It's going to be cool to listen to the sort of the recording quality of it, because if Ian Gillan goes in 1972 producing a record, I can't imagine it's like sounding like shit. Hard time sort of wrapping my head around that. Yeah, stocking up on the black version of Pulse. I sold both of them, I think. So I'm still stranded with the colored versions. It's kind of cool and weird, because I think they are sold out on Gershon's page. Let's see here. Okay, like, man, you are great at writing. 15, no water, no electricity, all is well on my little corner of Sweden. 15, shit, minus. I think we have like 7 or 8 here. No water, no electricity. That is shit. hope you're doing well or okay. You're not doing well if you don't have electricity or water. Is Blue Max new? Yes. No, it's not new music, but it's a new one. It's the the December release. So it's the release date is tomorrow on Blue Max. Haven't ordered it already? No, you haven't. Otherwise, you know what to do. Okay. Yeah, I know what to do. Cool one. Yeah, Dante is in the house. Tobbe, the first 230 Kriegets are classics. I need to check them out. Like I've listened to a lot of Swedish prog, but there are still classic prog bands that I've never heard. Like I haven't taken the time really to do it, and it might be like I stay away from symphonic prog. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a fan at all of symphonic prog, and if I have read somewhere that a record is symphonic prog, or if I even sort of imagine myself or imagine the record being symphonic, I just stay away from it, which is just stupid. But you can't listen to everything. There's just time that we have. Oh, you're having a snowstorm. Shit, Sweden at its greatest. Hopefully electricity back tomorrow so I can stream and freeze, yeah. Crestra should be good. I never listened to it myself, but I heard good things about it. Exactly the same for me. And Igor is so heavy. Shit. I think I only got one copy. Like, okay. It's plus 10 here. Yeah, should go to the East Coast. I think I ordered Igor. Maybe you did. I have to check the order. Yeah, you know. Like if you know. It's no have this year. I have the original Pussy 7-inch. Sounds very much like Jerusalem. That is quite it. Like, is that 7-inch? Does that 7-inch has the same artwork? And also, what of the songs are from the original 72 single with Bob Cook? Scar Child, Feline Woman. Is one of those? I'm not a 7-inch collector. Like, I'm not opening that door. If I open that door, I'm going to go crazy and stop everything wax. I think. I wish they would put the Message by the Junks and Angels on one of the Swedish Meatball compilations. I don't know about it, but yeah, maybe if we're lucky, they do a third volume or something like that in the future. Because I mean, Stefan Keri is always out there hunting for obscure stuff, so I can't imagine him not having the material for a volume 3. But I talked with him, and he's not reissuing the Meatballs. So when they are gone, they are gone. There is not a second press coming. I need Pussy, I think. Yes, you do, Christopher. Yes, you do. No, just generic artwork. Okay. Songs are Feline Woman and Scar Child. Cool. Okay, moving on. A few left, then I'll see if you are up for it. I'll continue with some other in-stock records, just to talk about and show records. Sabatis, Warning in the Sky, this is the October releases, November releases, and Magic Ship, the black versions. As I said, I have colored versions, but I bundled them with the black ones in 3 for this particular amount, and people are buying them. So I'm stuck with the colored versions, which is gone, and the black versions are selling, which is cool because I'm gonna sell the other ones eventually. It's no problem, but I didn't calculate that at all. Like, okay, Top Drawer, Solid Oak. Again, I'm stocking up with this because this is just such a classic when it comes to the Gershwin releases. I think that Dylan from Noble Records did an exclusive on this one, and I know he did one on this one. So yeah, Eden Rose. I think that I already have this in stock, but that's one of the records that I've sold the most of the Gershwin records. And I mean, it's good, it's great, but I don't feel that it's like this next one is, in my opinion, so much cooler in so many ways. Elias Hulk, this is like epic, both artwork and music. Maybe it's like comparing apples and oranges. I got one order and I just wrote to Anthony like, send me 3 because this is so iconic. Like, I'm going to sell this eventually. Let's see here, this final ones. I really thought that there would be Truth and Janie in this, but I think that they are coming in the next pile. So yeah, last ones. Dartwoods Art Gallery, limited turquoise vinyl. So there it is. There's the 5 and 1 black, because I sold 1 bundle of the black versions of the December releases. So yeah, that's the unboxing part of this video. Some pretty cool records, I think, going to great homes. Yeah, let's see here. Gosh, boxes everywhere. So we talked a little bit about Guercian and Guercian releases. So let's go to some of the non-Guercian records that I have in stock right now. Let's talk a little bit about them. Cheers. If you're up to it, like we are 47 minutes in and I don't have anything to do more than sleep. So let's see here. Eden Rose is French progressive. Okay, cool. Yeah, Santi, I was also not a 7-inch collector, and then I was. Yeah, I don't want to go down that road. Let's see here. Okay. So Jonas is writing, I have started to collect 7 inches. So much awesome music to find. That's not available on LP. Yeah, I know, but shit, I mean, I think I have like right now things that are cleaned, used, records that I have cleaned and are ready to play, and also with reissues that are ready to play. I think I have like maybe 120 records that I haven't listened to yet. I have maybe another 40 or 50 records that I need to clean before they go to the next pile, which is ready to play. Like, if I open the door on 7 inches, man, like shit. So maybe one day when I go to pension, get my pension or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, Cosmic Rock. Like, I didn't know. I think that they are not official reissues. I read up on it. They sound good. Or good. They sound okay. People are saying that they sound okay. And I'm really on the fence of this because I can make a stand here. It's my shop. I do whatever I want with it. And I can make a stand not selling unofficial stuff. So I've kept away from some labels. But this I want to try out to see the quality and also try to read as much as I can. But I don't think that the artists or the artist families, if there are anything left, is getting anything from it. So I'm a little bit on the fence of it. I don't know. I've seen like distributors send offers all the time. I noticed through mail of stuff that they have on sale. Like, you can buy wholesale on sale, but often it's like Dole. When it comes to jazz, it's Wax Time, it's Dole, and there's another label. I can't remember what it is. And they don't even bother to do the right artwork. They just slab on the music. It's so obvious. It's a crappy digital file, and they don't even do the cover artwork justice. It's just cheap and uninspiring, and I don't want it in my shop, and I don't want to sell it, and so I don't buy it. But some of these, like Goldenrod, there's not super many. I mean, John Coltrane's Giant Steps, there are 300, 400 vinyl pressings of that. Maybe there's 10 of this. I don't know. So I struggle a little bit. I don't know. One of the sales that they had, which made me buy a lot of these, so I have stocked up before they went out completely, is Real Gone Music. They look like this. And Real Gone Music, I think, is most famous for having reissued black jazz. But they have also some funk, soul, and folk. I think folk classics, like rare records that they are releasing. And the ones that I've listened to, a handful of them, the black jazz ones, and I have to say they sound really good. Like, it's not mastered from the original master tape or anything like that. No way. But they sound really, really good. And I've had some original pressings of black jazz. These sound as good or better. So I tried to buy as much as I could. They have started to I think that 80% of all the records are sort of out of print. You can't get them anymore. So I tried to get as much as I could before they took them down. So this is one of them, the Brief Encounter. Had no idea about it before. Ultra Rare 1977 Soul Funk out of North Carolina. Smoky Mountain vinyl pressing, so I guess it's a colored vinyl. That's in stock. I took a copy for myself also, but I haven't listened to it yet. Kelly Pearson Maiden Voyage. This is a black jazz record. Yeah, a Sublime 1970 jazz vocal session from the highly collectible black jazz label. And again, I haven't listened to them all. I tried to buy them all, but I haven't listened to them all, just a handful, and all of them sound great. But I haven't listened to this, so I can't swear on the audio quality of it. If anyone of you have other opinions or experiences, please write in the comments. Yeah, this one, Rudolph Johnson Spring Rain, first ever LP reissue. Also black jazz. Not black jazz, but Real Gone is East Coast. Super Rare 1973 Soul Funk Classic featuring Larry Blackmon of Cameo and vocalist Gwen Guthrie. First ever LP reissue. I've actually had an original press of this that I sold many years ago, that I found in a Swedish thrift store. Yeah, thrift store for like 10 crowns, so €1. That was pretty cool. In great condition. This was also one of those trading places. They have reissued a lot of prog records. I don't know if you have any experience of it. I haven't listened to any of their releases yet, but they have a great lineup of records. And I think that they do the cover, at least cover artworks justice. They do a lot of prog and jazz. And in this case, this is a jam that, I don't know if it was released back in the day, with Paul Buckmeister, John Gustafsson from Quartermass, Martin Ford, Tony Walmsley, Trevor Morris, J. Peter Robinson, and Ann Odell. Look nice. Let's see here. Okay. Moving on. Relatively Clean Rivers. Also on Cosmic Rock. I think that this might also be a little bit sketchy. I have to listen to the sound quality. I mean, if the sound quality is shite, then I won't put it up in the shop anymore. Same goes with this, Summerhill. Yeah, Mr. Bongo. This is a record label that I've been sort of aware of. Obviously, I've been aware of it for many years. They have released some fantastic Brazilian music. And I'm not a Brazilian collector. Oh, shit, that's another door that I almost refuse to open, because I'm going to be drowned in good music and I don't have the time. But they also released Iron Core stuff and Nucleus. So Belladonna, I have an original first UK press of that on Vertigo Swirl. So it would be nice to just like rip the plastic open and do a shootout, just to see the sort of the quality compared to the original when it comes to the sound quality. How much work does Mr. Bongo put down on the releases? Because I don't know. I don't have any other to compare to, like this incredible Bongo Bang, Bongo Rock 50-year anniversary edition, followed by the second one and last one. I think they released two, 40th anniversary. So I guess some years after. Again, you get a lot of mails with offers on wholesale, so sale on wholesale items. And when you get these lists, some of the titles like Music on Vinyl or Warner or Universal, there are many records to go through. And it could be like, if a record is 15 or 19 euro wholesale, it's 18 euro. So it's not much. And if you're not stocking up on metal or rap or something like that, and it's not just like super uninteresting to even look at. But these lists, if you do the job, you can find some nuggets in there. Like this one, The Place Beyond the Pines. This is At the Movies, which is a great series that Music on Vinyl, I think it's Music on Vinyl, yeah, Music on Vinyl, put out with soundtracks, both new and old. I have Daughters of Darkness and Ayuyuma and Ennio Morricone record. I know that the Dracula soundtrack was released also. I was on the fence on getting that, but I actually got an original press instead just a week later. So yeah. But this was like, I think I paid like €6 for this. So sometimes I think they do mistakes, and it's out there. It's a database, so you can sort of capitalize on their small mistakes if you do the job. Which most of the ones ordering there, I don't think that they have the time or the interest in putting down a lot of job in finding those gems. Or offers, or whatever you want to call them. This is a Mike Patton record, and everything Mike Patton does is great. Philomel Lincoln, The North Wind Blues South. Great record. Again, this was on sort of sale, so I think I have 3 more copies to in sort of back order to get here. Yeah, I don't know what to show more, because I think I've shown most of these in other ones. This is Milton Graves and Doug Poland's Nomo. They have released this like a year in between each other. This is on Kush Records, 45 RPM. And I know that there are a new one on Nimbus Records, maybe. Might be wrong. Another cool one. I played this the other day because I got myself a copy of this. Moose Loose live at Kongberg Jazz Festival 1973. If you know Moose Loose, it's a sort of progressive fusion group from Norway. I have the famous Moose record in original press that I got many years ago, before it got too expensive. So this was unissued, unissued live record from back in the day. Now, I didn't think that this would be that good, and sound quality wise, so, but this blew my mind. It really sounds like a Norwegian, slightly more progressive Mine orchestra from the first minute. Just, yeah, full throttle. Wawa Records is one of the coolest reissue labels out there, and this is one of the coolest records that they have released. It's a 3 LP set in a 3-fold kind of way. It's like an album almost, and if you can see, it's like embossed and structured. Yeah, you know what I mean. It comes with 3 LPs, obviously, a poster, a booklet, and also a small mirror with tape that you can tape here, because this is supposed to be a mirror. The first press had a mirror there, so it's, you get one. Yeah. It's, the music is, I don't know, not really my bag. I don't know how to really sort of label it. Check it out if you're interested in the packaging and everything like around it. Just see if it's your thing. Yeah, rest of it is Wawa. I think I've shown this before, so nothing new there. Yeah, except for that, there's some, I've stocked up on some Dark, the Dark series. There is, I'll show that also. I mean, if anyone's left, I'll show these ones also. Cheers. Yeah. Christopher says Moose Loose need. Yeah. Unfortunately, I bought them from, I met up with Stefan Dimle at a parking lot in Gothenburg. No, Malmö. Sorry, Malmö. To get his Hansson and Karlsson records, because I wanted to stock up on more. And he had this lying in the trunk. So I saw, like, oh shit, Moose Loose, that's awesome record. I have 2 copies. You can buy one from me if you want. So I did, and we started to pack up the records, the Hansson and Karlsson records and stuff like that. When I came home, I don't know how, but I managed to get both of the records. So I have bought both of him. So I have one spare. Exactly. So if you need it, let me know. I tried to contact the record company to see if they did wholesalers or sent a wholesale list, but I haven't got in touch with them. They refused to answer my mails. So I don't know how to get more of them. I want it. Yeah, I'll set it aside for you. It's a great one. Like, there's 3 sides. So one side is etched or just blank, just so you know. But the music is just fantastic. And if you go back and watch my shootout video I did with the John Prine record, you hear 3.5 minutes of it, because that's what's playing in the background, and it's just mind melting. It really is. Okay, so yeah, with Stefan, I got some Mellotronen stuff. This is Crescida's choices. It's actually Mick Åkerfeldt from Opeth who compiled a sort of a best of songs compiled by Mick Åkerfeldt, mastered carefully by Lars Rosin, recorded and engineered by Crescida between 1969 and 70. So sort of a best of Crescida, maybe. Dexter Gordon release. I don't know, man. If this had a better, I shouldn't say better. Like, it's unfair to say better, but if this had a more attractive, modern cover artwork, I think that this would sell even more than they had done, because it's such an iconic record. It's a great record. It's 1972. It's later in, obviously later in Dexter Gordon's playing. I think that this was when he had moved to Copenhagen. Recorded in Stockholm. So yeah, he was in Scandinavia and that part of his life. Fläsket brinner. I have 2 copies of that if you're in need. And I actually have the absolutely last copy of Lasse Färnlöf's Kameleonterna, the soundtrack that Mellotronen released. They also released Att angöra en brygga. So I got 3 records from Stefan Dimle that I bought from him. And those are the last copies that is in existence. 2 Kameleonterna and 1 Angöra en brygga. And I kept those 2. So this is the only one because I didn't have them in my own collection. So I snagged them up. But this is in stock right now. I don't think I put that up on my page. Saga 2 and 3. I think that this is one of those records that if you listen to it, it blows your mind, but it's nothing that you sort of prioritize when you buy your monthly dose of records. Sub Martinez and Shabe Shab, Winds and Skins. I have the colored version of this. This is the black version. I got two copies of that because this is one of the best Shabe Shab records that I've heard him playing. I haven't heard it all, but it's fabulous, like really, really good. And also, obviously, a Pathos record. If you buy records from Stefan Dimle, you need a Pathos. Moving on to some Subliminal Sounds and the GUMP catalog. Telephone Paisa was one that I didn't have in my own collection. And now I have one in stock also. I think most of you have this already. Bo Anders Persson, obviously here to stay. The early works written and recorded between 65 and 67. So this is, I guess, the stuff before Persson Sound, maybe. Hello Jens. Kul att du är här. Fan, du har missat mycket. Should talk in Swedish, like every one of you are Swedish, but Dimitri is not from Sweden, but everyone else is from Sweden. But I'm putting this out there so people can watch it later also. Öbacka Sågverk, I have 1 copy left. This is also fast getting out of print. So if you don't have this, if you are somewhat interesting, just let me know. Because when that is gone, it's gone. Stefan Kerry said he's not reissuing that. Jula Rota, I mean, such a iconic Swedish prog records on the GUMP catalog. And Kostläge, maybe the best. No, Kvartetten som sprängde is the best GUMP record. But this is the second best, in my opinion. And I know Nature is on GUMP, but it's not as good as Kostläge, in my opinion. This one, Frälst, also, it's been selling like crazy, but I think that he pressed a lot of them. So there's still copies left of Frälst. I have one in stock, but there are more to order. And Trädgårdsstena, Tack för kaffet, also in stock. So we get into Sea Light Court, Gene Turk's Truth, live in Northampton, 1976. Great folk record from Sea Light Court. Colonel Bagshot, again, if you want an original press, it's like $100. And I have bought 2 copies of all Dark records, except for 9 and 10, because 9 and 10 are out of print. So if you want the entire Dark catalog, which I've tried to get for my own collection, 9 and 10 are like out. You have to buy them on Discogs. But they have had these ones on sale, so a little bit cheaper. Like, records aren't cheap these days, but a little bit cheaper than ordinary sort of standard records, like a Taylor Swift record, anything like that. But the most important of the Dark releases from Sea Light Court, in my opinion, and people might argue against it, and they are welcome to do so. But I think that it's number 11. Like volume 11 is the one to get if you're only getting one, because this is dark around the edges, but the deluxe version of it. And it's a little bit more expensive, but it's also 2 records housed in a colored sort of paper bag thingy, which is cool in itself. You have the original artwork on the gatefold sleeve, and yeah, 2 LPs. You also get a booklet, which is, I mean, pretty cool. So this, I think that this is from Sea Light Court. This is the definitive version of Around the Edges. No, it's not 2 LP set. It's 1 LP and booklet, poster, and promo sheet. Sorry for that. So yeah. So with this, I feel that is the most important one of the entire sort of volumes, but they are all awesome in their own way. I think that people have said that number 1 to 4 is more interesting than good, because it's the various earliest stuff in extremely bad sound quality. But the rest is awesome. So yeah, so I actually stocked up on this one. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bought 5, but I've sold 1, so I have 4 left. And yeah, I know that they will sell it eventually. Yeah, that's it. Let's end this here, I think. If you have any more comments or anything like that, just write now before I finish this off. Let's see here. Dead car battery. What? Shoveling. Life is grand. Shit. You have a lot of snow up there in north. Yes. Helvetes årstid. Yeah. Hell of a season for you guys. I mean, we have snow here too, but it like this much, so not much. Hey, Thomas, insanely much other stuff at the moment. Hate to miss this. Yeah, but I get a snippet. So yeah, sure. And I'm putting this up later on if you want to see it. But I'm going to do more of these definitely. Summer air, yeah, minus water after all for us. Yeah, shit. So yeah, if that's I think that's it. I think that these sort of somewhat spontaneous live streams are pretty cool. I'll try to keep up with them when packages arrive, because I'm going to unbox them anyway, so I can do it live. It's nice to talk a little bit about music and with you guys, obviously. So have a great evening, everyone, and weekend also. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.